What is up, y'all? It is Comfy, and I'm looking as all to another video of r/entitled parents. Yes. Yes. Entitled father tries to use my gift to my mom as his own gift to her on Mother's Day. I am livid. So I woke up at 6:30 a.m. to place my Mother's Day card and her gift on her bed while she and my father were eating downstairs. So after placing the things on her bed, I head back to my own bed to sleep and wait for her to find my gift on her own. Meanwhile, I hear my parents arguing downstairs about God who knows what. Not my problem, right? I head off to dreamland, but I'm woken up by angry footsteps stomping up the stairs and my mother swinging my door open. Do you even appreciate me? Do you love me? Yes, did you check your bed? There's nothing there. You didn't even do anything for me today? Not even write me a card? I wrote you a card and got you something special. I left them on your bed. This causes her to go check her bed. You are a liar and a horrible daughter. Me now looking around in the room for her gift. I don't know where it went. I promise I left them right there. Your father finally gave me a nice present after all these years. Is this the first year I don't receive crap from you? So I had to take it upon myself to investigate every part of her room. No gift. I head downstairs to ask father whether he's seen my gift. There he sits, hunched over the kitchen table, eating his cereal. ED, entitled Dad. Hey, honey. Hey, can you help me look for mom's gift? I left it on her bed, but it's now gone. I think the cat might have grabbed it or something. ED whispering now. Actually, honey, I took your gift. I forgot to get her something this year, so I gave her your gift. But I'll get you something really nice from today from the bookstore. I'll make it up to you. You what? That wasn't even your gift. That was mine. I'm going to tell her what you did. No, the heck you won't. Why would you cause a big fight on a happy day? Don't cause fighting, and I'll buy you something nice to make up for it. At this point, I don't care. I bolt upstairs with the gift in my hand, giving it to my mom, crying. I explained to her what my dad did, and that this gift was from me, not him. So this escalated to a gigantic yelling match between the two of them. Too long didn't read, my dad's an a-hole. Attention, attention, I have a hot update. He bought her this $200 slimming tea mid-argument. Wow, outstanding move. Crap has hit the ceiling now. Update 2, they reconciled, and my mom feels helpless because my dad won't stop saying sorry until she says, I forgive you. So it's reconciliation, in a sense, but at the same time, it's really not. He came into a room to ask for forgiveness. I figure I will eventually forgive him. What are your thoughts? Well then. Hot Mother's Day special, I guess. People are a-holes. Entitled Mom freaks out in a doctor's surgery in front of dozens of people over a single chair. So this happened about 2 years ago. I woke up in the morning on a Saturday to find myself suffering from one of those severe nosebleeds. So I naturally called the doctor and asked if she could see me for another checkup. She says the only appointment she can offer was at noon, peak time. I thought nothing of it at the time other than the fact that I'd be waiting decades to be seen. No worries, I'll just charge my phone and use that while I wait, I guess. I walk inside to see exactly what I had anticipated, the waiting room full of people. Despite the 30 or so seats available, I go to the front desk and tell them I have an appointment. I am told to sit in the waiting room, but as I look around, not a single seat is free, which is okay because I don't really mind standing. So I shuffle to the left side of the reception desk into an empty space next to a coffee table. I stand waiting for about 10 minutes before a mother and her son waltz in. Her son must have been around 9 or 10 years old. He was wearing shoes with the possibly worst shade of red I've ever seen in my life. Regardless, with my close proximity to the desk, I am able to hear the conversation occur between the mother and the receptionist. Have you got an appointment scheduled? Asked the receptionist, which is followed by a stubborn, yes, but it was for 4 o'clock and my son hasn't gotten any better since I called in. I think we might need to see someone as soon as possible, preferably. From EM. My attention is swiftly diverted from the situation to a nurse shouting my name from the down of the corridor. An elderly man walks to the corridor, leaving a space to sit next to one of those metal maze things, with a block designed for young children near the little play area. No idea why they're called, but if anyone wants to correct me, they're fine too. It's the only seat available, and I'm the only one standing, so I jump at my opportunity to take a free seat. I sit and pull my phone out of my pocket and continue with my day. Not 30 seconds pass before EM and her son with the revolting shoes stumble over in my direction. I lift my head and make eye contact with EM, and she stares me down with a menacing glare. The sort of you would expect from a teacher after being sent out of class kind of stare. "Would you mind moving, please? I doubt you're using this," points to the kid's maze thing I referenced earlier. I didn't want to move, and I just sat down. And now looking back at it, I might have been slightly selfish and replied, "Not really, I just sat down and I've been waiting quite a while now." Does that really matter? You're supposed to give up to your seats to mothers with children. Literally mid-sentence, another nurse dips her head down the corridor and calls another name. This time a young adult female stands and makes her way to the hallway. At this point, it would be hard for me to stand and leave anyways because of where I was positioned in relation to the seat. I point out that there's a free seat, saying nothing, and the mother glares over it and then back at me, chuckling mockingly. "Do you really think you're smart? You're not funny." Her son was kneeling down playing with a toy on the table beside me. I turned my head. "No, I don't, but I assume this is a smart decision for you to go walk over that seat and stop bothering me." This really set her off. She turns to her kid and whispers childishly, "You don't want to grow up as to be an inconsiderate and mentally challenged as this guy," before turning around and heading over to the reception desk. I figured it out. Now that she's out of my face, I can safely move to the free seat on the other side of the room and leave her son to play with the toys. And everything's lovely once again, right? Nope. I sit down in my new chair and she complains about me for a good 2 minutes to the receptionist. I don't know what she said, but I saw all three of them turn and look over at me multiple times. And then the disaster strikes, seat by the toys that sits in. Enraged, EM comes over to me even though I've moved, because I thought she wanted to use the seat, and I was just being considerate, but she said she was too busy big-mouthing to me to care. "What do you think you're doing? Are you stupid?" she says as she stomps over to me. "Nothing, I came over here because I wanted you to have the seat. Besides, I'm not even in the seat anymore. It's not my problem." Her disgusted tone turns into a full blare as she screams, "What is your problem? Why didn't you just leave when I said to?" She pushes her greasy face within inches of mine in an attempt to scare me into giving her the new seat. "Well, why don't you go over to her instead of me? She's in the seat, not me." "But it's your fault she's in there in the first place, a-hole." She tries to grab my phone from my hands before I slip it back into my pocket and look back up to her. At this point, the receptionist leaves the desk and comes around to the waiting room where we were to ask if anyone was okay. EM replies with, "What, does it look okay? This kid thinks it's funny to steal my son's seat after he was playing in the play area. Pathetic." A blatant lie. Everyone knew that she didn't have the seat before me anyways. But it still made me slightly angry for her to accuse me of something that wasn't even true. The receptionist tries to solve the situation for 5 or so minutes, but to no avail. Everyone in the waiting room is staring blankly at her to fit of the rage. Before one of the men who sat by her decides to intervene by grasping her shirt to ensure she doesn't cause any further damage. She squeals and says, "Get off me! This place isn't your business." Together they bring her out of the crowd of people to a more open area by the door. She was inaudible from that distance, but I could see her gesturing profanity towards me while I found it funny. Her son didn't have a care in the world and managed to wander over to the play area and start messing with some books, calmly as his mother verbally abused the receptionist and the guy outside. As far as I'm aware, she was told to come back at 4 o'clock, but not before coming back. She went in the waiting room to collect her kid and gesturing to me one last time. Mission accomplished. Who knew a seat meant that much? And at the end of the day, I had my appointment, got my prescription, and left, vowing never to return at noon again. No clue what the mother did. Well, I haven't run into her since that particular doctor incident. Yes, I made up my own part of that outro because I was too lazy to read it. And I stuttered, so. Where's Jimmy? You asked for me? No, I was just asking where you were. Okay. Thank you all for watching towards the end. I hope you're having a great day, night, time, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you're going to go into that receptionist desk and get yelled at by that EM. I'm sorry, I'm losing my creativity, guys. It's because you guys aren't subscribing enough. I'm joking. I'm still creative. Enjoy my Discord. It's in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, dude. Adios.